How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? So, with the month of May, we're doing daily videos. Ooh, very interesting. Daily videos, you say? Yeah, I say that very much so. Daily videos. So, and I wanted to start off early in the month. I don't know when this will come out because I'm doing a bunch of videos today and we'll see how it all pans out. But for the month of May with daily videos, I thought we need to do one where we just talk about some of my favorite channels on the internet. This video is titled or something along the lines of like my 5 favorite channels for Bayern fans, or something along those lines, obviously excluding me, because just saying. There's one honorable mention that we'll talk about as well. But I think we'll start with, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite channels. And granted, I don't watch these channels that I'm mentioning. I don't watch too much myself, and I'll explain that later on when we got to a certain channel. But I want to start off with a channel that has slowly been like becoming a channel that I actually watch, and that's Spocks. Now, Spocks is they basically like do news and whatnot, and it's in German. Granted, it's in German, but the reason why I like it so much is because they have, not all the time, but they have fan interviews pretty much like after like 90% of the games with like Bayern fans. Like they have interviews with German Bayern fans. Now again, it's in German, so like if you don't understand German, obviously it's not that beneficial, but just having like a, getting interviews from fans is very, I think, very like cool. Because obviously, we are in a little own bubble, and there is very much a difference between like the people that are on the internet and people that are like significantly older, that are at the stadium. There's different thoughts as well. But the way I see it is like, just getting insight, just getting like thoughts on what they say. And obviously, Spocks is, I believe they're a TV station, a TV program. I'm not 100% sure on that one actually, but I think they are associated with a TV. I always thought it was Sport 1 German TV program, but I'm not 100% certain. But like having fan interviews at the end of games is very, very cool, I think, because we didn't have that previously. And I always thought I would have to do that myself to like get people's thoughts, go to the stadiums, very, very much get people's thoughts on games. But having a channel that already does that, granted, it's they're like, the videos are like 2 minutes long, so they're not like massive interviews. You're not getting like people's in-depth thoughts. You're just getting like very short snippets, but that's better than nothing. So Spocks, I'll have all these channels linked in the description and in the comment section down below. But Spocks is the first one that I'm going to mention. Next up, and this one is a channel that I think has been getting like bigger and bigger all the time. Scouting Report. Scouting Report has like videos on like the youth players, mainly Bayern, but not exclusively Bayern. So there are some players that aren't Bayern youth players, but there are mainly Bayern youth players, and you're just getting like highlights from them when they have good games and whatnot. So very much appreciate that channel. For people that aren't like me, for people that, for people like me that aren't able to like watch the games, it's a good insight into like how the players are doing, how players are performing. Obviously, they've got a Twitter page as well. I think they're actually quite big on Twitter now. Like they're getting bigger and bigger. But their YouTube is currently at 1.76k. So let's try and get out. Let's try and get out. Let's try and like direct more love and traffic there. Because I very much enjoy the videos. I'm sure, like, if you are interested in how the youth players are doing, so how certain youth players are doing, you'll get a lot of info from that. So I'd just say, give it a go, check it out. If it's not your thing, then that's not your thing. But if it is your thing, then you'll very much appreciate it, So that's just kind of the way I look at it. Next up, what do we go with next? Next up, Bayern Now. Let's talk about Bayern Now. Ooh, very good channel. Very good channel. I know a lot of you enjoy it. I don't actually watch it. That's kind of the thing that I was going to say. Like, I don't actually watch Bayern Now, and that's for one reason only. Like, I did watch a few of his videos, but there's one reason I don't watch it, and that's because I want to talk. I want to talk. If I'm hearing about Bayern, and that's kind of my issue. If I hear someone speak about Bayern, which is why I don't follow that many Bundesliga channels in the first place, and all the other Bayern channels, there are other Bayern channels out there, but they're not consistent. I mean, I'm not consistent, but they're not consistent, so to speak. So, and that's why they're not in that's why they're not in this top 5 that I'm listing. Bayern Now is consistent, but the reason I don't watch it personally is very simple. If I hear someone talk about Bundesliga or Bayern, things that I think I am knowledgeable of, now granted I may not be knowledgeable of, but I think I'm knowledgeable of, I want to talk as well. Like, I want to discuss, which is why you see me having these discussions with people, because I don't just want to hear people's thoughts about something. I want to talk to them, and that's why I personally don't watch Bayern Now that much. But I watched a few videos of his, and great, they're great. Like they're amazing. Delivery amazing. Knowledge from what I saw. Granted, that was about a year ago, but from what I saw, knowledge on point too. Yeah, but I think many people already are familiar with Bayern Now, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But another channel that you should check out. As I said, there are other Bayern channels as well that I could mention, but I'm not going to just because they're not consistent. There were like Bayern Tactics channels as well, but those don't exist anymore. I think they've been nuked from the internet because obviously having footage of like the Bundesliga is just gonna get you in trouble. I know that from first-hand experience when I did that myself, when I did tactical reviews and tactical analysis a long time ago, copyright strike and whatnot, and it's just not worth it most of the time, really. With that said, though, a channel that I've talked about before on the channel, and I think it doesn't really need much of an introduction, that is Bayern Comp HD. In this case, Bayern Comp HD 2. You know, that's telling you everything. They get like nuked like once a year, really, where like all the videos get taken down because, well, Bayern, well, Bundesliga, you can't show footage. But what they typically do, and this is perfect time to like to subscribe to that channel now. They're currently at 38. Their first channel was like at 150,000. Now they're at 38. You know, as I said, just don't expect the channel to last for too long. They'll get taken down eventually. But the thing that is perfect about them is that they do end of season videos. So with the season now being over, what you can kind of expect is to like see like full season highlight of certain players. So for example, you can Kimmich. You can, for example, expect Kimmich video that like spans the entire season. Or you can, I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but that's typically what happens every single year at the end of every single season. So Bayern Comp HD 2 is perfect, and they don't upload often, but like typically during the winter break, and then typically when the season is over, they'll just upload compilation of the players that spans the entire season or spans half the season. I'm just like, amazing. That's what I want. That's what I want. You don't need to be flashy. You don't need to have the best editing. Just have consistent, good highlights. Consistent, good clips, and consistent music. And I'm there for it. I'm there for it. They are the people that previously, I think, was it on this channel? I don't think it was on this channel, but that previously made the infamous video that's like Neuer playing as a midfielder or something. Manuel Neuer top 50 saves ever, things like that. They sometimes go back in history as well with things such as Lothar Matthäus videos, or Effenberg, or Basler, or Ballack, or and you get the gist. They are sort of like a Bayern fan channel that makes compilations of either players' season or sometimes just like specific things about players. So I very much enjoy that channel. Again, they don't upload that often, but it kind of goes with when the seasons are at break or when the seasons are over. Next up, this channel, I wouldn't say is Bayern related at all. There are a few videos in regards to Bayern players, but it's not necessarily Bayern related, so to speak. Like, it's not exclusively Bayern. But I thought I'd just mention it, sort of like, not an honorable mention. It's not my honorable, there is an actual honorable mention, but this video is sort of like a bridge, sort of, so to speak. And that channel is, I'm gonna butcher that, but that channel is Miro P10, the best football talents. As you can probably tell, it's about football talents. Now the thing about this channel is it's not about a specific club or anything. It has players from all different teams. Youngsters from all different teams, players that you might not know, but it also has players such as Arjen Ibrahimovic, videos from him, sporting players, San Juanse, Earthquakes, Independent, Del Valle, Man City, Liverpool, youth talents from all the clubs, basically. That's kind of what that challenge is about, and I very much like it. Again, they're not a channel that uploads that often. I think they upload like once or twice a month, but considering the quality and considering that the kind of videos that they make where like you actually have to like dig deep to find them, I think that's fair. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. And they're a channel that like there are 44k subscribers, granted, but I feel like they could be a lot bigger. I feel like considering the kind of videos that they make, I think they should be bigger. They're not, but you know, the videos, for example, this one came out 2 weeks ago. It has 167 views. I think, you know, for a channel that's 44k subscribers, I think, you know, realistically, we should help that, you know, nudge. If you go to that video, the Chris Medina video, actually watch it, because I don't want people to go there and just comment this, because that ruins the video itself because of the watch time, and watch time is obviously the most important thing on YouTube apparently. So don't just click on the video and then like click off it. Like if you click on one of his videos, actually watch it and just say, Bayernfantv sent me. Wouldn't that be cool, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Because I feel like it's a channel that deserves the love. I really do. I feel like it's a channel that deserves the love. And that's why I just, you know, try to send you all their way. Now, here's my honorable mention, and it has little to do with Bayern, a tiny little bit to do with Bayern, but I thought I'd mention it regardless. And many people are obviously familiar with him already, but I thought I'd just mention him anyway, and that's Half Hope Football Hut, which basically it feels like this channel has sort of like devolved into that, where like we just have discussions. But obviously on this channel it's mainly about Bayern. On his channel it's like about football in general, which is very enjoyable. Like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever. It just feels like you've got hour-long discussions of people just like ranting and people just watching, and it's a lot. You know, it's not as refined as you see from like the bigger channels, which, you know, like ArsenalFanTV or the Redmond TV, where it feels very structured, it feels very organized, it feels, you know, very I don't want to say PC, but it feels very nice. You know, you watch those videos and you're like, oh, that's funny. You know, or ArsenalFanTV, you know, it used to be a lot more ratchet. That's the word I'm looking for. It used to be a lot more ratchet with, like, you know, certain fellows that are that used to be on there, but it doesn't really have that anymore. Not that primal urge, that primal scream, that primal just like realness. Half of Football Hut has that. It has that primal urge, that primal realness. You know, just kind of imagine how my discussions are, you know, on this channel, and just kind of expect, you know, that similar to that. A lot of screaming, a lot of memes, a lot of just joking. Very much enjoy his channel. I've been watching it since like the 2014 World Cup, if not earlier than that. So it's been like almost a decade now. And just great channel. Just honestly great channel. Yeah. With that said though, those are like my 5 channels that I think you should watch, plus my honorable mention. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see for this month. As I said, I am going to be recording a bunch of videos today, so there will be daily videos for the month of May. Kind of want to do that. Maybe beyond that as well, but we'll all see how it obviously pans out, because once, you know, certain news stories come out, we'll have to talk about those, and then, you know, other videos will have to get scrapped or maybe pushed to the side. But with that said, if you have any recommendations of like what you want me to make, what kind of videos you want me to make, maybe even a reaction to something, like, you know, I've still not seen the Bayern documentary that's on Amazon. I've still not seen that. I was always planning on watching that, but still haven't seen that. But if there's anything that you want me to like check out, let me know and I'll do so. Or anything that you want me to make, talk about, discuss, theorize. There might be a quiz coming as well. Ooh, with a prize, maybe there'll be a prize. I don't know. But like, there may be things, you know, coming in the future. We'll see. But with that said, adios, amigos. I'll see you all next time. Peace out. As always, bye and see ya.